it's recording now. Do you have who is that? Do you have a pet?
Oh yeah, that was Yue. She was she's somewhere else. She just ran out of the room, so.
Guys. Oh my gosh. Is it a cat or a dog?
She's a tuxedo cat. She's 3 years old. Yep.
Oh my gosh. So we all have cats. Me and JJ, we have a cat. We have 2 cats. And then Justin has a cat. And then you got a cat. So this is amazing because our next podcast is going to be Black Cats with Cats.
Okay.
Hey. So let's go.
Let's go.
Share a little bit more. So in 2020, when Twitch Sings was taken away, you were, keep going.
Yeah, so in 2020, when Twitch Sings was taken away, I was struggling because I've always wanted to sing professionally, but, image has been a big thing. I was either too masculine or too large, and I'm like, I don't understand. I'm just me. So with Twitch Sings, I was able to find solace with others who felt, disenfranchised by the music industry and still wanted to sing with other people. So the cool thing about the app was that you were able to sing with people, do duets with folks. You would do it. You would do your end of the duet, save it, then the other person would do it. And so in turn, I ended up making a lot of friends that I still have now. I haven't lost any of those friends. And so what we do now with community karaoke on Discord is that everyone gets into a voice chat, and after when we get everyone into the voice chat, they take their time to sing. You share your screen, like let's say you want to do a karaoke track from YouTube or Carafon, or you made something with Audacity. You can share it to us via Discord. Okay. Sorry, someone just said Japanese. Someone just said they were home.
Tadaima.
Okay. That's what just happened. Sorry.
I love it. Come on, Rachel.
Rachel, I didn't know you spoke Japanese.
I know a few phrases here and there. I like learning a little bit of every language that I hear that I don't know. So that in turn makes me learn like little phrases here and there, like how to say hello in Swahili and Jambo, stuff like that. Just little things. But back to what I was saying about community karaoke in Discord. It's pretty seamless. Everyone gets into the voice chat. We all click on your video to watch the stream, and then you sing and the rest of us mute ourselves, and everybody can hear you in time, regardless of whether you're here in the States or overseas. Because I sing with people in Europe.
There's no lag time in a Discord voice chat.
So in the Discord voice chat, there is lag when it comes to the voice. So let's say you want to sing a duet with somebody, you would have to mute yourself. They would have to mute themselves from you, record it, and then send you the video later. But it would be in time. But doing it in real time would be harder to do because of latency and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everything. But sometimes people do duets with me, and then sometimes I'll sing with them while I'm on stream, or harmonize when they're singing and stuff, and do things like that. So it's pretty straightforward and simple. So I love doing it. We do it every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays. So I have like a certain times that I do them and everything. Tuesdays are normally later because my spouse goes to that's her day off, and so I stream that a little bit later so that way she can sleep in, and stuff like that, because we have opposite schedules. I get up super early in the morning and she gets up in the afternoon. So
got it.
Yeah, afternoon. Team afternoon.
Now, I personally am a morning person, but my wife is up pretty late too. I know you are because you text me at like 6 a.m. I'm just like,
it's real confusing for my friends in Japan. They're like, Minkin looks at the phone and he's like, "What is going on? It is 2 o'clock your time." It's like, I woke up early today.
Yeah. Now,
Rachel, JJ will be so hyped. He'll be like, "Christina, I have this great idea," and I'm like, "Oh, it's 7 a.m."
That's you at 11 on the weekend.
It is. I'm at my best 3:15 p.m. baby. I'm on.
How many times have you overslept for Keiko?
Oh, a lot.
Really, man? For some reason, even on weekends, like the idea of sleeping till 11, like it just doesn't compute in my brain. Like I don't need an alarm clock, no nothing. Like I'm just up and it's my day off, and I'm like boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Yeah, the latest I'll sleep is about 9 a.m. give or take, and then when I get up, I'm like, I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna sleep in. It was like right around like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
In California, had a good little earthquake and woke me up. I was like, all right, it's time to go. Just a little earthquake, California living, let's get it.
I take so many little naps and sleep. Like sometimes I'll get nervous because I'll go down for a little nap and I'll wake up and it's dark and I'm like, oh God, did I sleep the whole day away again? And then no, it's just 2 hours later the sun went down. So
all right. Speaking of 2 hours later, let's go ahead and get this party started.
Tell him no, 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 no. Tell him no, 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 no. You've been trying to cater to all their needs. You've been feeling guilty for so long. Baby, they're not friends, they are enemies. Don't you tell them yes, tell them get lost. Cause every time you go and ask for help, they say sorry but I'm busy. So you end up doing it yourself. Ooh, hold up baby, don't take it. In a friendship if they just make it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Hold up baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it, ain't want it. Tell them no.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, who's gonna get the
like, okay, remix.
I was filming all of us, just playing on our phone.
Yeah,
the ladies were dancing.
Welcome to Black and Sumo with me, Christina Griffin Jones, and JJ Jones, and Justin.
And our special guest, Miss Rachel over here from. Well, go ahead and introduce yourself. Sorry, you tell us. Give us your snippet of you. You said.
I'm so bad at intros, but I'm Rachel Gates, and I live here in Dallas. I'm part of the Dallas. Sorry.
You doing good, Rachel?
I'm part of the Dallas Sumo Club.
There we go. Okay.
Don't worry, Rachel. I'm the same way. I'll be like,
so yes,
what's happening? It's
we have Rachel Gates, and she is from the Dallas Sumo Club. Awesome. Yes. Great to have you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
So we're like super happy to have you, Rachel. Black and Sumo, we hear so many stories, right, about Black folks doing things. But as I'm sure being a Black woman and femme identity, right? It can people really give you weird eyes when they like, oh, you a Black woman doing sumo. So really happy not only to have you on the show, but also to have you in the sport family. wanting to really start off and ask, like, how did you start sumo?
I started sumo. My brother, Drew Bramlett, we've known each other for a long time, and
shout out
he got
Drew.
it. Yeah, shout out to Drew. He was like, "Hey, I just found this sumo club and stuff, and I know you've been looking for a sport because growing up, I always wanted to play sports, but they always told me you're too slow, or the team is full." Or you're a girl, so you can't really play football, but we'll let you come to practices and stuff like that. And so I was always looking for, a physical outlet that wasn't like dancing or, something that required you to, leap around and stuff. Like, like at first I did gymnastics when I was little. And then, so I wanted to always do something with my body to move and be more, athletic and acquire more skill with, with my body. And so he mentioned Sumo Club, and I was like, okay, let me go. I went, and Corey and them were, Corey and them were like, hi, who are you? And I was like, oh, I'm, Drew's sister. And they're like, really? Okay. Because Drew is a glass of milk, and I'm caramel, so
come on, because look, the commercials lie to y'all. Black families don't look like that. We all ain't gonna be we all ain't the same shade, baby.
Not at all.
I be looking at the commercials, I'm like, that's a fake family. Get out of here.
Drew is a brother from another mother.
Yes, definitely. And so he was like, go to practice. And they were like doing the first inaugural Cowboy Cup. And so I went, and I was wrestling. I got to wrestle against Mike at the time. I got to wrestle against Drew was there. I wrestled Drew. I wrestled Corey. And Matt Jim was there. There was a few other guys that were there. I felt so respected after Keiko that I couldn't help but come back, because a lot of times people feel they have to hold back because of difference of sex and everything. And so no one like just blasted me out, of course, and just was like overtly aggressive, but you could tell that they made me work, and that was what that's what I need, is stuff like that. I need to put the work in so that I can get better. And so that's why I chose sumo, because I was like, I can do this. This is something that I can do. It's helped me discipline my mind, discipline my body, and I feel like this was the piece that was missing for a long time.
Nice. And you're a bit of a, what I would call a sumo nomad sometimes. You're all over Texas all the time. I never know where you're gonna be, but you're like, you'll hit me up and just be like, hey, I'm in Austin, can I come to practice? Then I see, you're in San Antonio's practice. I see you up at Denton's practice. You are hitting, I don't know how you do it, but you make it to like a lot of variety of practices. So for the longest, I actually didn't even, I was like, is she Dallas? Like, I didn't know. I thought you were just kind of like an unaffiliated, like, just because like I always see you, everywhere. And when you hit me up, come to class and stuff. But it was never a question I asked. I was just like, yep, she's pretty much Dallas, but she's always in San Antonio.
Yeah,
you're kind of like Kelly, like Kellyanne. Kellyanne is everywhere in California, right? So she, we got West Coast that just started. When OC was active, she was at OC. I don't think anybody's made it out to Sequoia yet. It's pretty far, but San Diego, she'll be down like multiple weekends.
Oh yeah.
LA, and then the LA Extra Club that is a club sort of.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't know about that one.
What are they currently? Maybe I don't care. But.
Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was just like,
Rachel, I'm gonna fill you in on the tea. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that when we're recording. when the recording ends. Rachel, I wanted to, like, as one kid flag football champ, kid kickball champ, and I was dirty. I was cutthroat with four squares, baby. Can you speak a little bit to, you spoke about like finding sumo, and I want to dig a little bit deeper on like how it feels for that little kid self, right? To be seen in sport, because I feel you. It's like, oh, you can tag along, but you can be good at this sport, but you ain't never gonna play it, and it hurts, and it's a strange feeling to be better and to be good, but then all these things, and don't even get me started with what your people say sometimes. Like I remember being out there playing flag football, and one and sometimes like running the drills. What is it? Not junior sales. It was another football player. They had a football camp for kids, and they were like, okay, baby girl, you really fast and you got a good tackle, but never. Can you speak a little bit to that feeling and how sumo is like healing that little kid a little bit?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like you too strong, but you was born with the wrong private part, baby.
Yeah, like it's there was many times where the coach's son would in my face say one thing and be like really, acting like in front of the team would be, I'm really proud of you. I'm really excited that you're here. But behind closed doors, telling his parents, all this other stuff. So there was many times I would be on the team. This had happened when I was like, I think about 9 or 10. I was, we went back home to Ohio. And I was at a Christian school, and they wanted to put me on the volleyball team, but they said that I was spiking the ball too hard.
Oh my God, the racism. Oh my God.
And so when
I'm upset, Rachel, but Rachel,
I know it.
Rachel.
I actually have that little meme sound. Sorry, go ahead.
Really? No, I understand.
He was spiking the ball too hard.
Yeah, I was spiking the ball too hard. They didn't want me serving. If they only wanted me to serve in the game, they didn't want me serving in practice. So I had to learn shadow serving.
Oh my God.
And everything. So I had to learn extra visualization.
Dang,
mentally to be
and
able
you had
to
teammates that could help with that. But
so that's actually one of the hurdles that I have to overcome with sumo, because I'm so used to doing visualization that actually having a physical body there is odd to me. So sometimes I'm like, if I put too much force, this is a person that I know outside of the ring, and so I'm like, okay, how do I visualize what I'm doing to where we're both being safe, but I'm still respecting my opponent in the way that I feel they should be respected. So
Rachel, listen, you are nicer than me.
I
know. I was thinking the same thing. I literally was thinking the same thing, because once you step into the ring, like it's a battle of spirits. Right.
I love you later.
And like me and Justin, for instance, like walking in, everything's bubbly, bop, and then we get into the ring, and I'm pretty sure we're both trying to murder each other. There's a level of like 100%, and then there's extra on top of that.
There's Super Saiyan.
There's like we go to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, right? Like we go all the way. The way. And then once we're out, it's done. And I think that's the thing about martial arts, right? Like the good part, and I think sumo has it a little better than other martial arts where it's
Facts.
so pure. It's so pure. It's you walk into the circle. You walk into the dark circle. And once you're in that circle, you're putting in maximum effort, right? Yeah. You step out, then you're having fun.
You're in the sunshine again.
You're in the sunshine. If you're in Dallas, you are drinking and having a whole lot of fun.
Oh, Dallas is wild.
Ain't no party like a Dallas party.
Yeah, definitely, that is true. Well, that's
like kind of like plus one what you lifted up about because I think people really underestimate the challenge of raising Black women to be like, you too strong, you got to tone it down. You got to tone it down so that when it is time for us to turn up aggression, it is like you being met with that programming all at once. You know, for me in jiu-jitsu, I have, I really am fortunate to have JJ who really like held my hand and supported me and really helped use social justice language that I understand to help me not treat my opponents and other women I go with like pieces of glass, because it's like we become the people negatively impacted by that kind of toxic teaching, and then we go on to perpetuate it. But like I've learned in sumo, like, I check in, I check in with the person I'm about to go with. I said, so where we going at? And if they say 50%, but that 50 is feeling like a 70, I'ma meet you there. I'ma meet you there. I feel you, Rachel. Like being a small Black kid, even a small Black kid in a bigger body, and people treating you like you some sort of Frankenstein. Like, don't see you too strong. You too strong. With me, I always been loud, and when I was little, I was a fat kid that was bullied by a lot of adults. So adults, and people listening, you got a beautiful fat child in your life, like love on them, because this world is mean to adults in fat bodies. This world really ain't got nothing for fat children. So we gotta like love on and support those babies. But it's this whole thing, like you're too loud, you're too strong, and then you get into a sport where you can be that, and it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, just lifting up. Like I see you and hear you, and I'm really glad. I'm really glad that you showing folks what you've had all along.
Yeah. I've definitely been working on getting over that hurdle, like y'all were saying, turning up the aggression and remembering that in the ring, it's in the ring, and outside of the ring is outside of the ring, because that's what I've been working on, is more of that mental separation, because I didn't really get a chance to work on, I've been taught restraint so much that I just don't, there's like a monster inside, and I'm not sure exactly how to tap into her in certain
Let that beast out.
And so, like, I mean, I got the Hulk shirt on. You don't like me when I'm angry, but like,
I love that.
How
but
cute,
he's also
how cute it is. So it's so cute. It's from Tea Turtle.
I love that. I thought he had a Mawashi for a minute. That would have been kind of fly.
We need more Hulk and Mawashi.
We do need more Hulk.
Oh yeah, that would be so cool.
Rachel, is that you? That's your sticker? That's your sticker now?
That's my sticker now. Hulk and Mawashi. Yeah, I have to get it together.
For real, it's visualization for real. For me, like mine is the Care Bear with the sun on the belly. But then, like when I'm in the dohyo, the sun burns and hurts people. So,
fair.
So it's like
I got you.
It's an evil Care Bear. But you're right, like it's visualization. Like you were literally you tapping into something that's always been there, and the world was just like, nah. And you know, real talk, girl talk, we know as Black women in films, like, especially, you know, those who've had needed help or shown public emotion, it can mean the end of your life sometimes. So just, you know, don't be too hard on yourself, Rachel, but know that you got a lot of niggas that act up in the W.
Hey, look at that. We went 25 minutes before we dropped the N-word. Look at that. I think this is a record.
That's a record? Wow.
Hey, one time we got demonetized pretty quick. Me and Justin kind of went a little crazy right off the bat.
Get a little wild. Gets a little wild.
Mooney said he said it 1,000 times a day. Kept his teeth clean.
Hey, I mean, you go up between that, talking about reparations, it gets real dicey. It gets real dicey on the internet. The white internet doesn't really like Black people. That's where we're at. But I don't care.
Okay, so we heard how you started your journey, right? And we heard that beautiful journey. Can you talk a little bit about what is like kept you in the sport?
What's kept me in the sport, apart from community, has definitely been the mental resilience I've been gaining by doing sumo. You know, I suffer with like mental health problems and stuff like that. So realizing that, you know, on those down days, I can just do some shiko and keep going forward. Or I just met John Jacks recently. You know, just, you know, sometimes we'll just do this and work on tepo when I'm like somewhere random. Sometimes when I'm at work, I'll just tsuriashi across the concrete. You know, it's those movements of, it's not just freedom, but there's just it's like a deep trying to think of
like
the
a
words.
Practice. It's like a religious practice.
Like a mantra.
Like a mantra to an extent. I feel
meditation to it.
I feel connected, more connected to what I'm doing when I'm able to just keep the fluidity of movement going, as well as working on my mind and being stronger even on my down days, knowing that it's not just a down day, but a down moment, and taking it more of moments versus being like my whole day is ruined and stuff like that. It's definitely helped change that mentality. So that's why I stay. And then the community has been very accepting and inclusive. I haven't felt like anyone has made me feel less than about, you know, my work or my dedication to what I'm doing. So, you know, that's been definitely comforting and empowering and stuff. And then when I ask for help or guidance, it's given free. It's not given. Well, it's given freely. Yeah, there's no conditions on it. If I need pointers about doing a better tachi, I'm given exercises to do or things that other people have done to help them out. Or, you know, stuff like that. Or, you know, like when I went to Dark Circles, Keiko, Justin had went over footwork and placement and how to cut off the ring. And, you know, at Dallas Sumo Club, you know, they go over blocking and what are you doing with your hands and your head and, you know, connecting the dots and everything. That's kind of why I go all over the place, because I take everything that a little bit of everything. I take everything that y'all say and I create a little web of understanding, so that way I can connect the dots and everything. It makes it easier to understand everything. And so it's starting to come together to where I can actually create my own brand of sumo. I just gotten some encouragement recently about changing one thought process, and that has helped me connect all the other things that weren't making sense at first. someone was like, just drive. And I was like, what? Yes, exactly. I was looking for it. I was like, something's, I didn't see it. And that's the beauty of like having people in the community to talk to. Yeah, it was Jay Scriven. He was like, Rachel, just drive. He's like, you get the inside grip in the front and just push. What are you doing? And I was like, and I visualized what he was saying and remembering the matches. And I was like, holy fuck, he's right. Like, that's one of the things that I do because I love Butsukari. Butsukari is my most favorite thing of sumo. I love that whole practice, that whole drill. It's just like, you learn how to turn on the gas, and you learn that the clicker for your burner is not just a little circle, it's a big globe of power that you can tap into.
Artist. Come on, poet.
When you do Butsukari, who do you go with the most? I've noticed that everybody has their favorite person. For me, my favorite person is Mike. He's one of my heavyweights. Mm-hmm. He's a big Texas man, right? And he's so much bigger than me that it just feels like I can give him everything I got, and it won't hurt him, right? So I love that. Kellyanne, she has many, but for some reason she loves crashing into me. And even at in Tokyo, I was like, all right, let me keep my socks on. And then I was like, oh, I'm sliding a little extra. And I was kind of feeling it. And she hit. She's like, I'm good. My nerves are good. So everybody has that person. Kellyanne hits me hard. I'm not sure what that means. But who's your person?
The person that gives me the most resistance is Jared Tadlock. But
Daddy. Yeah, buddy.
My favorite person to do Butsukari with is actually Hayden Southall. Because he's such a wall that I know that if I give it my all, he also gives me tips while we're doing Butsukari as well, which is something that I need, because hearing those little tidbits here and there helps bring it all together. And so I about to say, so it's each of them have their own purpose. With Corey, I know that if I'm not right, he's gonna slap me away immediately. Like if I'm wrong with the Butsukari, he slaps me away immediately and is like, do it again. Or why are you holding back, Rachel? You can give more power than that. It gives me more encouragement of not just positive reinforcement, but constructive reinforcement. So that way I can get better. Because, if someone's always telling you, you're doing great, you get bad habits. Yeah. And so what I like is that if I'm doing something that's not right, especially form wise, Corey gets on me about it. Hayden gets on me about it. The guys really help with that. I mean, there's a time where I did Butsukari with Justin and I had my hands wrong and he's like, no. And he fixed my hands. I remember.
Well, thank you.
I remember little things like that, because that's the stuff that I'm used to, being encouraged, and definitely with having strict Black parents that are actually Asian, that's how, I'm used to those critiques, little things like, fix this, or do that, because then that helps me keep going forward, so that way I can take the little steps versus, now it's a big leap, then it seems more tumultuous and scary versus me taking, little itty bitty steps and stuff like that. So, but I would say my...
Oh no, Rachel, you just... I'm not gonna let you get away with the strict Black parents who are actually Asian. Like Black and Vietnamese? Or Black and Japanese?
So so I just found out with Ancestry there's a little bit of everything in my blood.
Mad at it.
So my dad's side is Creole mixed with it's Louisiana French, which is Creole, and then Native American, and then there's a little. I have like 0.0. It's not even enough to probably even mention that it's Asian, but 0.02% of Vietnamese from my father.
Oh, that's right, girl. Of course you did. Come on, French.
And then from my mom, it's like 0.0 4 of Nepalese. So I'm like, okay, this is weird, you know, because Ancestry, like, they keep updating it and they break it down, and then you just keep learning more and more about how everything has been, you know, mixed into our blood. It's not just one thing or the other, but it's just more of like the practices that my family has been like, how, you know, how discipline is, and, you know, just the core values of stuff that I was taught. A lot of it coincides with parts that I've seen from, you know, Asian culture as well. That's why, you know, I feel like I've gotten the best of both worlds with that particular parenting from my family. So that's why it doesn't surprise. I think that's why I've always, like, when I learned more about Japanese culture, I've always resonated with it, because I'm like, well, this is what my parents have done. You know, this is how they've always been. So this is nothing new to me. So it just makes it easier to understand the teachings and stuff, because it's reminiscent of, you know, childhood. So that's kind of.
I love it. I love it.
Have you been to Japan yet?
I have not. I want to go. I need to go.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I was telling JJ, I was like, look, let's just stay in this neighborhood. Ikebukuro. We got a little song. Ikebukuro station. Ikebukuro. But it was amazing, and I think too, like my body didn't remember the land, and I love that, because it was nice, like being at a stop sign and being like, oh yeah, it's a 0% chance somebody was hung here, versus when you go somewhere else, you be like, oh shoot, I saw this in a picture where they was hanging black people. So it was very interesting to like kind of go somewhere, and you know, I you know, me and Jay, we do like reading and stuff around, like, you know, trauma and places and stuff, and sometimes
I feel like we set ourselves up, Christina, because every time we go anywhere, we're like, oh, let's go find the Black History Museum. And then you know, even like North Carolina, we go like, oh, don't know anything. Oh, the first and only documented coup d'etat, where after slavery ended, Black people started a town, and white people didn't like it. Wrote them a letter, said you have till tonight to get all of your people out of here. They sent it in the morning via guy on a fucking horse, and they burnt out the town and kicked everybody out.
Oh my god!
And killed people. It was real wild. Station with guns, and then we went to the same North Carolina museum, and it was like, actually, slavery wasn't really slavery. It was more like an internship.
Yeah.
See,
they taught us how to plant.
They taught us how to plant rice.
Oh, okay.
Me and Terry was like,
see, an internship is setting you up so you can do the job for yourself. But if you are only, you're not being taught that to better yourself in any sense of the word. Because as soon as it was free, were we given the land that this internship has taught us to till? Probably not.
No. It was like, we're gonna give you this land after you pay us back in crops at 100%.
Sharecropping.
100%.
Yeah. They're like, yeah.
That's crazy.
But Japan was dope. Yeah, Japan was dope for that. And then too, like when we were there, I didn't because I was like I was like, you know, cleaning clothes and stuff like that. And I went to go put my panties outside, and then JJ was like, Christina, you gotta put the panties inside because they, you know, they get taken. And I was like, what? I said, well, and then so I was upset. I was very upset. So then I made JJ put his panties in the bath, dry his panties in the bathroom too.
JJ, you have panties?
Because I said they're drawers, but they're panties. And I was like,
I'm a fan of people getting upset when I use the word panties. That's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. It's like, oh yeah, my panties. You mean underwear? It's like, whatever, panties, whatever. Whatever.
I would correct you with a quickness. I'd be like, Jay, what did you just say?
JJ was like, Rachel. JJ was like, they don't want my panties. I said, well, both our panties gonna be drying in the bathroom though. I said, my panties ain't gonna be safe. Your panties not safe now. So
yeah, no one's underwear is safe now.
No,
she looked at my Mawashi and she was like, I was like, that thing has to stay outside. That bad boy has to stay outside.
Right, so I was just at that point. I was just I was bewitched with the panty thing. And then, but what's really dope too is that the women in Japan, they also like fought back and organized for like these like, you know, for safety while traveling on the trains. And they have like these trains where like
women only train cars.
Yeah. They can safely be on there. So and then, you know, the Japanese team, the women on the Japanese team for sumo, it's just so much like just love and amazingness, you know, just seeing how badass they are, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
despite like stereotypes and stuff like that. So
really. Good.
Okay, so you haven't been in Japan? Where have you been?
I've been
outside of the United States.
I've been to Canada.
Oh, Canada, eh?
What part?
I've been to Canada.
That's America Light.
Niagara. I went to Niagara Falls when I was like 7.
Okay.
And then so I have been out of the country recently. My parents took us on a cruise earlier this year, and we went to Cozumel. I didn't get off the boat because I was afraid of getting left, but I mean, technically I was.
You know they won't.
I don't know what Cozumel is. What is
Cozumel is an island, it's a Mexican island, but you leave some people you can leave out of like Corpus or Galveston. But yeah, it's a cool ass little island. I went when our family went on when I was 16, which I think was the trauma of why I will never go diving again. Yeah, I will never. When I saw I got off, you know, it wasn't even like diving. It was like you go snorkeling. but you could still, you know, people were just going down, and I looked down there and saw this like endless cavern of coral, and then a giant school of fish came at me, and then a barracuda. I was like, no sir,
too much life.
I was like, we don't, like, it was the realization that like we don't belong here. And it clicked in my head like that. I was
more of space mapped out than we do the ocean.
Yeah. And it like the vastness of the ocean flooded into my brain, and I was cool. I'll see you guys on the boat.
That's how I felt when I was looking out of the aft end of the boat. I can't remember the term right now, but I was looking out into the sea, and it was like pitch black. There was no lights, no anything, and I was like, I was at the time I was having, you know, a lot of stuff going through my mind, and I was like, let me just cast all these problems into this vast darkness of the ocean, and I did. Right. I was like, forget about it. I'm like, that doesn't matter. I was like, because the world, it showed how like how small everything was that I was worried about, and it was really liberating.
Yes.
I really enjoyed being on the cruise. I need to go back. That'd be great.
Right.
But it's expensive, so.
Are you guys all cruise people? I'm not a cruise.
No, trust me, I don't like cruises. But my parents did, and so at the time,
I haven't been on
like
one
as an
yet.
adult, you're not. I don't know that you're missing.
It's a floating hotel.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to.
Look, y'all, don't let JJ do that to you, okay? Because JJ's.
Well, she's also trying to make me go on this black cruise. She wants to go on the black only cruise. Like, I know I'm gonna have to fold when we're in our 50s or 60s. I'll fold.
You're gonna rock that.
I'm
The
not
all
going
white.
to do it before. Yeah, and then of course for some reason, what's his face? Owens is still going to be out there. Gary Owens is still going to be on the fucking boat because apparently he's the most famous black comedian that I have no fucking idea why. But
Gary Owens.
He's the most famous black comedian?
Well, no, he's
It's
white,
so
but he
problematic.
won
It's
San
so
Diego's black best black comedian.
And Rachel, I'll tell you everything you need to know about San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
And of course,
he
he came here as a military person, right? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Like San Diego, we're broken. We're broken. That's just what we are.
I see.
We ain't got enough black people, and then the one person that does win that ain't black. Go for it.
Oh, wow.
The math ain't.
But look,
no.
And welcome to San Diego. Okay. Well, where you.
We shall be there in 2 weeks.
Rachel, are you coming?
I didn't have it. I wish I could. I can't. Not this time. I was about to say I gotta get my ducks more in a row so that way I can make.
I'll pitch something to you real quick. Hold on. Wait, Justin. Hold on. So let me go ahead and pitch something to you. February is Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
February 22nd is going to be the 2025 SoCal Open. So you have time.
Yeah,
put it all together. Right. Justin doesn't have a choice. He's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Now that
it's wild.
Now that I'm slightly retiring, this will be my. I will make it to possibly 2 to 3 tournaments a year after this year, and yours is one of them.
Justin, you better be coming out here to fight JJ, because all the little hood kids want to see it again. Okay.
This is true. Even if we just make it a super fight, we'll be in different divisions, and it'll just be JJ versus Justin. 10 times, best out of 10.
Best out of 10. Oh my god.
Oh hell no.
I mean, even the little black kids be like, the brothers that fought. The brothers. No, they're brothers. But they're not brothers.
Yeah, I had a lot of a lot of Somali brothers and Ethiopian brothers come up to me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we really like that." And I was like, "All right, y'all should come." And they're traditional Muslims, so it's a little bit more difficult. It's like, man, y'all wear shorts, So
yeah,
I'm
still recruiting. Always recruiting.
We'll keep in mind, brothers. All right, and Rachel, kind of like as we come to like the close, wanted to like ask you, like as a black person, right? Like what do you hope your legacy in sumo does or leaves for other black people, especially black girls after you?
I definitely want to encourage more young black women to realize that this is a lane that you can, be a part of, and not if you don't fit into traditional sports, this is an option for you. There are, other ways for, this. It's an option. It's an option. I definitely want to encourage more, you know, young Black women to get and be a part of the sport, because our female division is way too small, in my opinion, compared to the male division.
Same. I agree.
And yeah, definitely, I love seeing more people of color, definitely young Black women coming through and, you know, getting stronger, developing a better sense of community with each other. And I feel like sumo can help bridge some of the gaps that you know, comes up with Black women and stuff, where we're not always able to see eye to eye about everything, or not everything, but certain things. And maybe this could be one of those extra bridges that we can use to encourage, you know, more unity of young women together. And I feel that's super important. And yeah, I feel that's really super important. That's something
good answer.
Really got my heart. That has my heart.
And Rachel, wanted to know, when I first met you in Texas, I forget where we were in Texas because it's huge. Texas is so big.
We were in the Cowboy Cup at Fort Worth. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Where I had a heat stroke.
I remember. I was trying to hydrate everybody. I tried.
Welcome to Texas, baby.
I had Powerade, I had water, and people
that voice snuck up on me. It snuck up on me. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. Well, I don't want to be here. It's like, you're going to win a special prize. I don't care.
Oh, that's right. And it was hot.
It was hot.
It's now coming back to me.
In the shade. Yeah, yes. It was terrible.
It was, nobody could focus. No, like it was, even, my wife was like, what are we doing here? And I was like, I don't know, baby. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Yeah, my wife had gotten heat sickness as well. So she wasn't you weren't the only one, Justin, that had gotten unwell from the heat. And then, you know, Khalil was also not right either. So
yeah.
But
Khalil ain't never right.
Yeah, I missed that fool.
I had to. Shout out to you, Khalil.
I love that guy. Yeah, man, he is such. That is the kind of Texas Black person I love.
Yeah,
he's like, let me show you some stuff that you can only have in Texas. I'm like, what is this? Oh my.
he always got that thing on him. That's why I talk as little shit as possible. But
yeah, you know, we love you. We love you.
Oh yeah.
Khalil is living my best life. He have his little shirts on, looking like Cisco. I'm like,
yeah.
I know he's doing his rapping thing now too, and he keeps tagging us. Just keep tagging me. Keep tagging me. I'm not gonna know about anything unless you tag me. That's what's up. Yeah. That's where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah. Rachel, do you have anything to plug where anybody can follow you, or any projects that you're doing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was about to say we do Discord karaoke. So if you don't know it, I stream on Twitch. Artie the Wolf is my Twitch handle. Literally is one phrase, Artie the Wolf. RT the Wolf, as in like art with a Y, and then the wolf, because I have a wolf tattoo.
Oh, yes, amazing.
And that's what we do. We yell at the top of our lungs and slam our hands on tables, and if we can't, we slap our hands on our thighs. That's what we do for community karaoke. We're always loud. It's loud, raunchy. It's 18 plus. We're always having a good time. I do that, and then of course my Instagram is the same thing, Artie the Wolf, and I don't use Twitter or X, whatever it's called. I don't really use that anymore.
Hate that
shit. But yeah, and TikTok. Oh yeah, TikTok is the same thing too. Yeah, it's
too old for all that. I
don't fuck with all that.
Leave TikTok alone.
Twitter was made for like old white ladies to yell at people, and then
that's TikTok Pinterest.
No, that's what they want to do. That's them saving. Like this,
it's their dream bar.
I'm gonna go to Hawaii. I literally just talked to one of my coworkers, and it was a picture of the Imperial Palace, right? And I was like, I bet you know where this is. She goes, yeah, it's on my Pinterest. It's like, I knew it. Every white lady, it doesn't matter. You have a Pinterest, and that's
my
just your
Pinterest.
life. That is your life. Sorry.
Yeah, the
JJ
pit. No,
got really
I was thinking the
wild.
same thing because I be finding like little protein shake Pinterest boards, and I'm like, what are these recipes? Every single last one of them has banana. Yeah, like they'll have like, they're like this vanilla protein shake, and it's like banana, vanilla protein, flaxseed oil, and I'm like, and then they're like chocolate protein shake, banana, flaxseed oil, rose hips. I was like, what is this?
Psyllium husk.
Yeah, psyllium. Yeah, some crazy stuff. I'm like, you're not even supposed to even mix this together. Are you trying to stay loving with the toilet? Like, what is going on?
You're gonna be
So-
regular.
Milk of magnesia.
You're gonna be regular.
with that, we will say Avita sayonara.
Love you, Rachel. You're amazing.
Stay on the line.